The day after graduation, I found myself back in Mr. Thompson's dimly lit office, a place that had become as familiar to me as my own home. The old leather-bound journal he had given me the previous night lay open on the desk in front of me, its yellowed pages filled with cryptic symbols and arcane scripts. The room was silent except for the faint hum of the city outside, a stark contrast to the storm of thoughts swirling in my mind. "Alex," Mr. Thompson said, breaking the silence, "I have something to show you." He led me to the hidden chamber beneath the school library, a place I had only visited a few times before. The air was thick with the scent of ancient parchment and candle wax, and the shadows danced eerily on the walls. In the center of the room stood a pedestal, upon which rested an unassuming stone, roughly the size of a grapefruit. "This," Mr. Thompson explained, "is an ancient relic known as the Heartstone. It is said to hold immense power, but only when awakened by the right person." I looked at the stone skeptically. It appeared ordinary, just a dull gray rock with no discernible features. "It looks normal," I remarked. "Appearances can be deceiving, Alex," Mr. Thompson replied, his voice tinged with a sense of urgency. "This relic has been dormant for centuries, waiting for someone with the right energy to unlock its potential. I believe that someone is you." I reached out to touch the stone, feeling its cool, smooth surface beneath my fingertips. As soon as I made contact, a jolt of energy surged through my body, and the stone began to vibrate. A faint, pulsing light started to emanate from within it, growing brighter with each passing second. Suddenly, the room was filled with a blinding white light. I stumbled back, shielding my eyes as the stone levitated off the pedestal. The light intensified, and I felt an inexplicable connection to the relic, as if it were responding to my very thoughts and emotions. "What's happening?" I shouted over the deafening hum that filled the chamber. "The Heartstone is awakening," Mr. Thompson replied, his eyes wide with a mixture of awe and fear. "This isn't right. It shouldn't be reacting like this." As the light continued to glow, it became clear that something was indeed wrong. The stone began to crack, fissures spreading across its surface like a spider's web. I could feel its energy becoming more chaotic, more uncontrollable. "Alex, step back," Mr. Thompson commanded, his voice barely audible over the cacophony. But it was too late. The stone shattered, sending shards flying in all directions. I felt a searing pain in my chest as one of the fragments embedded itself near my heart. Instantly, the world around me began to blur, and I collapsed to the ground, gasping for breath. Through the haze of pain and confusion, I could hear Mr. Thompson's frantic voice. "Alex, can you hear me? Stay with me." As I lay there, the room spinning around me, I felt a strange sensation spreading from the shard lodged in my chest. It was as if the relic's energy was fusing with my own, altering me on a fundamental level. My senses heightened, and I could hear the faintest whisper, see the minutest detail, and smell scents I had never noticed before. Then the transformation began. My muscles swelled, and my skin sprouted a thin layer of fur. My hands and feet contorted, morphing into clawed appendages. The pain was excruciating, but alongside it came a surge of power unlike anything I had ever felt. When the transformation finally subsided, I struggled to my feet, barely recognizing the reflection staring back at me from a nearby mirrored surface. I had become a beast, a blend of human and wolf-like features with eyes that glowed an eerie, ethereal blue. Mr. Thompson approached cautiously, his face a mask of concern and awe. "Alex," he said softly, "you've awakened the Heartstone's true power, but at a great cost. We need to understand what this means and how to control it." As the reality of my new form began to sink in, so did the implications. The Heartstone not only transformed me, but also bound me to a destiny I had yet to comprehend. The journey ahead was filled with uncertainty and danger, but with Mr. Thompson by my side, I felt a glimmer of hope. Together, we would unlock the secrets of the Heartstone and navigate the perilous path it had set before me.